guys, today we're talking about 2 common mistakes I see in online course launches. So if you are a course creator or you lead programs, or even if you sell one-on-one services or coaching with online launches, here are 2 very common mistakes I see. Garcia. I run Dirty Alchemy Digital Marketing, and let's just dive in. The first mistake that I see with online course launches that would cause your launch to just perform not as well as you want. So maybe you just had a launch and it flopped. You didn't get as many sales, you set this big goal, and there just wasn't as much engagement, there wasn't as much interest as you expected. And you're kind of afraid for your next launch of, will I be able to actually hit my goal again? What's going to happen? And I want you to think about these 2 common mistakes in terms of how has this happened before and how can I prevent this happening again? So the first mistake is not nurturing your audience between launches. I have had so many clients say, oh man, I haven't sent an email to my email list since my last promotion. Oof. So first of all, let's let go of the shame around that, because if you put a lot into a launch and you're fucking exhausted afterwards and you don't have a team supporting you with the delivery of a program, it is common. It is so common to not actually nurture your audience between launches. And maybe you haven't posted it on Instagram as much or sent out emails as regularly. But this is something you do want to focus on because it does vastly impact your next launch. So how well you nurture your audience and your email list and your followers and however you think about them or wherever they exist will impact your next launch. And I mean, just think of this in terms of human relationships, because marketing is always about human relationships. If you are the person who only calls up your friend, or you only call up your brother when you want to ask money from them, they're going to start evading your calls. They might block your number, right? Or be like, oh yeah, my sister, oh yeah, my sibling who only calls me when they want money from me. That's shitty on both ends. If you start seeing the between launch period as this way of keeping a healthy relationship and keeping the relationships that feel authentic and aligned for you, it's going to serve you so much. So decide after your launch, decide before you even go into your next launch. How do you want to nurture your audience after the launch is over? How can you maintain those relationships? How can you actually think of them as real humans instead of quote unquote buyers, which is just total objectification. So that's our first mistake. And then our second common mistake is you're not growing your audience between launches. So this happens all the time for people who tend to launch a lot of different programs all the time. They have this set pool of people that tend to buy from them over and over and over again. So they can just rely on that people. It's a great thing. It's a sign that you get people great results. But if you're only relying on the pool of people that you have and you're not growing your audience, your email list in between launches, you don't have that new pool of people who are seeing your work and who you can serve. Some of the top 7-figure businesses that we've supported in our marketing agencies, they actually know their metrics around how many people sign up for their wait list or how many new people sign up on their email list between launches, and they can estimate to a shocking level of correctness how well the next launch will do. So this is something, if you think about, I need this fresh influx of amazing people that I get to serve for my next launch and make decisions around that, it is going to really help your next one. So here, if you look back on your last launch and you're like, wow, I did no email list building before it. I did not promote a lead magnet that was relevant to my course at all. That could be a reason why the launch didn't do as well. And hopefully that gives you a little sense of relief. You don't have to lean back into this isn't working for me, or my program sucks, or anything like that. So let me know in the comments below, have you done either of these 2 mistakes? And of course, subscribe to this channel, like the video if it helped you, and we'll see you next week.